You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds in the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shine to the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night that's still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Hines, his first carry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Jones looking to throw right away. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. This is Hines. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Throwing, Jones.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking sideline, incomplete.
So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me. And that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
Trap 50, trap 50. Trap 60.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going up top. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Jones' throw pulled in by Marshall. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 16 more on that one and another first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Jones. Leading the pressure right. Short, low throw. The Panthers are 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Oh, battled at the line and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, it's still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19 wide.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hines.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 38, Jones.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field and took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. On the right side, this is Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Moore, the man in motion. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Back to throw. Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 21-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Joe Tryon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
He's going to look deep for more. And now here's another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Mustang 19.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
18
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. If you get careless with the football, look out.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Touchdown!
Rashad White
from 10 yards out. And the Buccaneers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 28-0. The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Escaping the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Buccaneers open the lead up to 34-0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now Jones throwing to start the drive.
Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
He's got the connection to Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll check this down to Hines. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Off play action. Jones. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Scotty Miller.
26 yards.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man right side is St. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
On the jump.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They keep it on the ground. White again.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
19 right.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
At the 30-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Big Lion.
And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Check mash, check mash.
Going right side is White. And some space here. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Here we go.
Here's White. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the right side here with White. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sideline and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Jones now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs.
7 Pirates, 19.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially.
And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to get the football back. This time will run out. In this... The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
18 Chargers, 19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. A good pickup there, a 22.
Come on.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
70, ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point put through by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from... And my goodness, another interception. Taylor Rapp with a pick. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Jones on 1st and 10. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That caught by Tremble. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Come back, team! Come back, team!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point try now for Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Marshall.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. Operating from the gun, Jones. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we were watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided.
He's got a man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Back to 60. Go, Reed, go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem. And now here is another interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it